Just to show you that not every day in Guatemala is sunshine and blue skies. Today I'm on the road. It's actually, I think it's called Route 13. It goes down from Peten down towards Rio Dulce. Actually spent last night in a little town called San Luis. That's close to Peten. And this is the rainy season in Guatemala, so it's good to see a little bit of rain. I'm going to be going slow today, but keep with me. We're going to get an opportunity to see an old Spanish fort built in the mid-1600s to keep the pirates out of Guatemala. So you're going to get a little history of what was going on in this lake area in Guatemala. Stay with me. Thank you very much. San Felipe Castle Fort on Guatemala's Rio Dulce, which is a freshwater river from Lake Isabal, which goes down to the Caribbean basin. And Guatemala has a port here, actually two ports. And not any beaches. There's no real beaches here. For that, you got to go back to Belize. But just going to give you a quick tour of this old Spanish fort that was used to control the river entrance here that goes up into, like I said, Lake Isabal. And it goes up into the Peten region, which is where the Spanish wanted to protect from the English pirates. It's interesting to note they have a graveyard on the way. This is once you get into the little park here. These are pretty old, so nobody recently has been buried here, but just curious as how they got into here. There's some on the other side of the little walkway here. So you can see, if you can see through those trees, that's actually the river. So you can see here the date is 1651. So as typical, you know, they use the stones from the region and mortar and very thick walls, very, very thick walls. Here's a picture of the river, Rio Dulce. So down here, further on up to where I'm pointing, there's a bridge that we'll go over when we head back towards the city. And say they have places where people can swim, boating. It's a nice recreational area. Could you imagine being a Spanish soldier garrisoned here? What a life. And no castle would be complete without a cannon to shoot at the invaders. So they don't even think about coming close to that door. Yeah, some of these entranceways, you can hardly get through them. So the rocks are so thick and the door is so thin, narrow. Okay, so I guess this is what they use to shoot at the oncoming ships. It would be out the British pirates. Morgan, and not Morgan Stanley. Captain Morgan. So I don't think the British or the Spanish were too preoccupied with land invasion. I think the worry was the pirates from other nationalities, mostly British, coming up the river, going into the Peten area, establishing military presence up there. And the Spanish knew that Guatemala was a rich, fertile area. They had to worry about the Indians, who they pretty much beat back in the 15th and 16th centuries. So that was why you got this fort here. And pretty impressive, really. Like I said, I don't know what it would have been like to be a soldier there, but they sent their guys here. That's in the direction of the castle where we just came from, up the river, up towards the lake. And there's a big marina straight ahead. And then this goes down toward the basin there out to the sea. There's some very nice hotels along the left-hand side. So, nice place to come and visit. Water sports, jet ski, regular skiing. So, another nice visit to Guatemala would include here. Thanks a lot for sticking with me today, guys, and if you can subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate it, and hit the little bell next to it so you'll be reminded when there's a new video. Thanks a lot for being, and give me your comments, please.